here at Cage Titans with the main event winner, Peter Barrett, Slippery Pete. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
So, weird turn of events between the first and second round. What did you expect with him coming in, you know, just having fought? He looked a little tired, didn't look as necessarily crisp as he did at CES. What were you expecting?
I didn't see him fight at CES. He fought right before I got there. I was expecting exactly what had happened. A very unorthodox, unpredictable matchup. I know he's got really good judo. He was trying to get real close to me. He was throwing these crazy punches. I was just trying to stay straight with mine. I was a little hesitant to really charge him and pressure him because of his takedowns and his judo, which, watching it, you'll see, I was sitting back a little bit, wasn't stepping through my punches. Really looking forward to the second round. Unfortunately, it didn't go there. He didn't answer the bell. But as for what I was looking for, it was kind of, I don't want to say it was exactly what I was expecting, but it was something of the nature that I was anticipating.
Did you feel as if you sort of fed into his, like you said, unorthodox in the beginning?
Yeah, he threw like this, like a
side kick,
a side crescent heel kick in the opening minutes of the round, which really threw me off. So I was thinking, all right, maybe he's going to start throwing these crazy ass kicks. But I was, you know, fuck it. I wanted to go in there and I wanted to punch him. I started landing at the end of my punches. I landed a couple of head kicks. He started getting lumps. I started seeing it. I started to see the fatigue and you know, I knew that I could outpace him. I knew I could outpressure him. I knew he was going to be strong. I know he fights at welterweight. I know he's also fought at featherweight. So, you know, that alone tells me that he's not consistent with his training. If he can fight featherweight and then he turns around and fights at welterweight, he likes to get fat, he likes to get out of shape, he doesn't jump right back in the gym. But in my eyes, those are like the most unpredictable fighters because you don't know what version of them you're going to get. Maybe he got out of CES, picked up this fight, and been hitting the gym hard every day because I was 10 times better than the last kid he fought, and I would make him a hell of a lot more relevant if he finished me, or if he beat me, or if he took me to the third round. So I'm in a position with everything to lose. He was in a position with nothing to lose, and that's the attitude I was expecting him to bring into the fight, which kind of put me a little more cautious than I normally am.
It seemed like the fight sort of was sort of stopped in between, or he stepped away as if, was there an incidental or something to where he backed out and he went to reach to touch gloves as if something had happened? Did something happen in you know, during the fight?
Well, he hit like, we threw a kick, and his kick landed like on the bottom of my cup, jocked me a little bit.
But he stopped you.
But that was not what, I don't think that was what you were talking about. There was another point where we kind of got pulled away, and I'm not super sure what it was. You could see right away. I'm like, what's going on? So
correct.
What are we doing? And then he like clapped his hands and said, let's go. So it's just the fight game. You know, you got to be ready. You got to be prepared, and that shit happens, then you need to make a game time adjustment and capitalize on it.
I asked him what was, you know, when he didn't answer the bell, what was it? And he said after CES he had injured himself, and then in between or during the round, he said he winced and felt something in his groin. Did you identify that?
Yeah, so from what I was told, the doctor came over and he said something happened in his groin. The doctor touched his groin and he winced or jumped or flinched, and the doctor kind of felt it and felt something floating around. So they asked him, and he was kind of, you know, 50-50, so they said no.
So
from the other side of the cage, that's what I saw. They asked him, he said yes, he said no. The doctor said, screw it, dude. Like, if you're not here to fight, you're not here to fight.
Did you feel that?
Did I feel that? I mean, like mentally? Or did was he there to fight? I think he was there to try to knock me out in the first round. I think that's all he really wanted to do. And when it didn't happen and he realized this motherfucker's going to lean on me for the next 5 minutes, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do, then that injury, you know, was very convenient. But I was just talking to him, kid's limping. It's correct. An injury. It's not something that bullshit. Made up. It's not a bullshit injury, but I don't know. He didn't answer the bell.
Now, 5-0. 5-0. 5-0. Going forward, do you have anything as far as what you're anticipating your next step to be?
Brisbane, Australia, UFC, last minute fill in. That's it, right here. Anything, dude.
Anything.
Cage Titans, main event again.
Nice, nice.
If I get a phone call, I'm ready next week.
Awesome.
You know.
Peter, thank you so much. Combat Sports Nation.
Help lift our veterans up. VetAir.org.
Help us tap cancer out at tapcancerout.org.